Welcome. My offering for you today is a really nurturing practice that we're going to concentrate on Dragonfly, which is the wide-legged forward fold. It's a yin practice. It's a really miserable day outside, so I'm in front of the window, I'm embracing the elements, and it's the kind of day where you just need to take time for yourself and cozy up. So we're going to start with butterfly, a reclined butterfly with a fish pose for the back. So we're going to start off with the soles of the feet together. So like so, in your butterfly. And we're going to take a bolster and grab my timer here. So I have all my props nice and handy, so whatever you have at home. So you want to prop yourself up so you get a nice gentle back bend and an opening into the chest. So if that's a little too much for you, you can put a cushion underneath the head just to give you a little bit more height. And then you can stretch your arms out or have them close into the body. So whatever feels like a nice relaxing stretch for you. So we're going to stay here in this first posture for 3 minutes. So get yourself comfortable. And we'll find my timer. So 3 minutes here. Relax yourself down. You can put bolsters or little blankets or pillows underneath the knees if you want to, just to give you a little bit of support there. And allow yourself to completely surrender into the pose. So notice what you're feeling. Notice where you're feeling it. Feel that space opening up across the chest, into the ribs. Nice supported back bend. And if the back bend is a little too much for you here, you can take your support out and lie completely flat on the floor with the butterfly legs. So make it your pose, your posture. And find that comfortable position where you're feeling sensations in the body, but there's no discomfort. It's just a nice, satisfying stretch. So make little adjustments if you need to get more or less out of the pose. But at the same time, see if you can find some stillness and just feel into the sensations. So when you're ready, bring the elbows in close to the body. Turn the palms to face down. Bring your chin into your chest and then use your arms, hands to push yourself up. So nice and gently. Take a few breaths there. And then if you want to, just give the legs a little stretch. Maybe point and flex the toes. And make your way all the way up to seated. So the next one we're going to do is in Sukhasana, or easy sitting pose. So you're going to come into your cross-legged position with your right leg in front. If you want to, you can put bolsters, pillows, blocks, whatever you need underneath you. You can sit up on something if you want to, just to elevate your buttocks just a little bit, to tip you forward. So you could sit on a cushion. If that feels good. And we're going to fold forward from here. So I've got a flat bolster. Use your round bolster if you have it. And we're going to make our way forward on this one. So we're going to spend 3 minutes here, just leaning forward. If you want to, if you're working on building up that flexibility in the lower back, you can take a chair and rest your hands and your head on the seat of a chair. Just make sure it's a nice solid chair. It's not going to slide away from you. And then we're going to spend 3 minutes here. So go wherever feels good for you. Once again, no sharpness, no pain. So my aim here is to try and get my spine nice and long, but at the same time not lift out of my seat. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Feeling into it once again. Noticing what you're feeling. So maybe feeling a little bit of a stretch into the hips, into the lower back. Adjust as you need to really let go into the pose. Slowly making your way up. So again, use your hands, bring your hands close to your body, and then push yourself up. Take a few breaths there. If you need to stretch the legs out for a moment, do. But we're going to keep the legs in the same position. So if you do come out of your Sukhasana, then put yourself back in with your right leg in front. And from here we're going to take a twist. So maybe you'd want a couple of blocks here. And we're going to twist to the right. So maybe a block in front, a block behind you, and twist. Try and keep the spine nice and long. And we'll spend 3 minutes here. So by using the blocks, you're creating a little bit more length in the spine rather than dumping down. And just let the head gently follow, looking to the right. So 2 more minutes here. So remembering to keep the breath nice and slow and steady. So come back to center. Feel into the body. Notice how you feel on the rebound. The rebound is when you come back and all that energy rushes back into the body. So if you need to stretch your legs, once again, stretch your legs. But for our next posture, we're going to stretch out through the right leg. We're going to keep the left leg where it is. And we're going to turn to face the right leg. So sitting on a cushion or not sitting on a cushion, you could take that cushion and pop it underneath your right knee if you need a little bit of support there, a little bit of bend in the knee. And we're going to forward fold over that right leg. So working your way over towards that right leg, you could take your bolster and relax into your bolster. Keep the elbows in tight to the bolster. I've got my elbow resting on my knee there, but if you needed a little bit more height, you can put a block or a cushion underneath there. And we're going to spend 3 minutes there then. So working our way over that right leg. Feeling a stretch all the way down the left side of the body. Maybe a stretch into the hamstrings now. Relaxing into it, noticing what you're feeling. Again, go to the point that feels right for you today. And just observe the feelings, the sensations. And that can be physical or emotionally. Releasing into the hips can release some emotions. So if there's anything going on, just observing that. Not questioning it, just allowing it to evolve and release. So we've 1 more minute here. Try and let go of any tension. And shoulders and the jaw. And then slowly making your way back up. So give the legs a good stretch if that feels right for you. And we're going to do those on the other side now. So going back into Sukhasana. But this time with the left leg in front. And we're folding forward again. So once again, if you feel a little cushion might be good underneath the buttocks here. And then taking a bolster. And you could have your wide bolster, your round bolster here. And just lean forward. Or a chair, like so. So just take whatever blocks you might want to use and have them handy so you don't have to come too much out of the pose if you need to go deeper or support yourself a little more. And then we're going to spend 3 minutes here with the left leg in front, relaxing forward. So maybe feeling into wherever the sensation is. And just observing that sensation. So we've 1 more minute here. So slowly coming back up. Again, supporting yourself with your hands. If you feel once again that you need to stretch the legs, do. But we're staying in our Sukhasana with our easy sitting pose, cross-legged position with our left leg in front. So if you do come out, just popping yourself back in when you're ready. If you need a little more time, just pause me. And we're twisting to the left now, so maybe once again using blocks just so that you can create that length as you twist. And not going too deep into it, just a nice gentle twist. Letting your head and neck follow, so not leading with the head. Twisting from the waist. So trying to maintain that length in the spine. Not allowing yourself to collapse into it. One more minute here. So slowly coming back to center. And again, if you need to stretch your legs out, stretch your legs out. And we're going to stretch out the left leg now anyway. We're keeping the right heel into the groin. And we're going to lean over that left leg now. So once again, if you need to support that knee, and even if you didn't need to support it on the other side, if it feels like you need a little bit of a bend on this side, pop something underneath. Take your bolster then. And again, propping the elbow on the leg or underneath a cushion or a block. Relaxing over that left leg. And spending your 3 minutes there. Feeling that stretch now into the right side of the body. Again, notice if you're holding on to any tension anywhere, try and relax the body a little more. And trying to find a little stillness. So making your way back up. Props to one side. Give those legs a stretch. So before we go into our dragonfly, we'll just give the hamstrings a little bit of a stretch, and the spine a little bit of a stretch. And we're going to come into caterpillar just for 3 minutes. So stretching your legs out in front. Once again, you can sit on a cushion just to give you that little bit of elevation. And your cushions might be a little higher, just so you can hinge from the hips rather than this. Take a bolster, or whatever you have. And you can prop your bolster with your blocks. You can put cushions or a rolled up blanket underneath your knees. Relaxing forward there. So going to the point where you feel a stretch today. And sit with it for a little while. Feel the sensations. And if they subside a little, the body relaxes into it and you want to go a little deeper, taking a block out or just lowering your bolster down. And the more you practice yin, the more you'll learn to listen to what's going on in your body on any certain day. And you'll feel the difference between one day and the next. And you'll adjust your pose to what feels good. So everybody's bodies are different. Everyone holds their tension in different areas. Although we have similar areas, it still is different. For everybody, everyone's bone structure is different. Everyone's length of bones and positioning of bones, the way they connect with each other, is different. So your pose may look slightly different to mine or completely different to mine. You might have your bend in your knees, you might be up a lot higher, you might be a lot lower today. So yin is all about feeling and not about ego or trying to create a certain shape that looks the same. And slowly making your way back up. So for our dragonfly now, Once you've made your way up, again, if you need a little more time, just pause. Pause me for a moment. Bring movement into the body if you feel you need to. And then getting ready for your wide-legged forward fold. So I might have both bolsters here. So bring your props. It's a lot of movement of props in yin just to get yourself settled. So I'm going to use my weighted bolster, my bag of rice, just to elevate myself a little bit. So that's all I need, is something just a little height to tip me forward a little more. And then taking whichever bolster, if you have your round bolster, leaning into it. I'm going to use my flat bolster, but you can prop once again with blocks. And we're relaxing forward. So I'm going to set the timer here for 8 minutes. If 8 minutes, I'm going to tell you when 3 minutes, all the other poses we've done 3 minutes, but our emphasis is on Dragonfly for this practice. So we're going to spend longer in Dragonfly now we've opened the body up a little bit. But if 3 minutes is enough for you today, I'll tell you when 3 minutes is up and you can forward me on to the twists at the end. So don't forget your twists at the end. So I'm setting the timer now. Relax into it, into what feels good. And just notice how you feel, what you're feeling. Maybe a stretch all the way up the insides of the legs. Maybe into the hips, maybe into the spine. And then just feel into it. And keep your shoulders relaxed, your jaw relaxed. And looking for that constant edge. That nice, satisfying stretch. With no sharpness and no pain. So that's your 3 minutes. If you wanted to leave it at that for today. If not, bring the awareness back to the breath and the sensations in the body. You can bring your awareness to the breath. Feeling the expansion of the abdomen on the inhale and the contraction on the exhale. So there's 3 more minutes left. So 1 more minute. So very slowly supporting yourself with your hands. Cups to one side. Walk your hands back up towards your body. Oof. So then slowly bringing your legs back together. And you can support your knees by taking your hands underneath your knees and just bend them up and bring them together. Ooh. So just feel into that rebound. Gentle movement if that's what feels good for you. And then getting ready for our twist at the end. So we'll twist just for 3 minutes on each side. So you're going to come to lying down. And take the legs a little wider. Knees pointing towards the ceiling. And then we're going to take both our knees over to the left. So that you've got this gap here between the legs. And we're just going to relax there for 3 minutes. If you need to put something underneath that right leg, you can. So 3 minutes relaxing there, grounding down the shoulders. If you want to, with your right hand, you can take hold of your right foot, but only if that feels good and doesn't feel too intense for you. You can relax your left hand on your left thigh or take it out. And just completely relax, feeling once again the breath expanding and contracting the abdomen. And if it's comfortable on the neck, you can look towards the right. Feeling the sensations in the body, noticing what's going on with your body today. So we've just 1 more minute here. Great, so coming back slowly to center, just support your body with your hands. And then reset your spine, so maybe just coming with the knees pointing towards the ceiling. And just lift the buttocks and lower them back down. Lift the shoulders one by one, lower them back down. And then walk your feet out, ready for the other side. So we're bringing both the knees over to the right. Adjust as you need to. Ground the shoulders down. And if you want to, take hold of that left foot with the left hand. If that doesn't feel too intense for you, you can. If not, just relax there. Look towards the left if it's comfortable on the neck. So just one more minute here. So slowly making your way back out. Ground yourself down once again. Knees pointing towards the ceiling. Lift the pelvis, lower it back down. Ground the shoulders. And then maybe knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. A little bit of self-love. And then maybe if you feel like stretching your legs up, wiggling the toes, pointing and flexing the feet. And then when you're ready, slowly rolling over onto one side. Make your way back up. Come into your comfortable seated position. Rest your hands on your thighs, relax your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Just take a few breaths here. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.